So what's going on, guys? It's JM at Speakboxing. Make sure you subscribe to my channel before you click onto any of my videos. Also comment below in the comment section if you guys have any opinions on what I'm saying in any of my videos. It really helps me out if you guys could drop me a sub or two on my channel. It is appreciated. So Freddie Roach, the trainer of former 4 Division World Champion Miguel Cotto, says that Cotto is interested in having a fight with Triple G Gennady Golovkin in late 2017, and apparently the two camps are in talks about having a fight, according to Freddie Roach. And this is a fight that Miguel Cotto is looking to end his career on, because I think he's coming back in June to have a little tune-up fight at 154 pounds against a fringe contender, and then he's looking to get into a big fight by the end of 2017 to close his career out on, because Miguel Cotto's had an illustrious career, a Hall of Fame career, and he wants a big fight to end it with. So to quote Freddie Roach here, he says, Cotto might have a big fight coming up because we're talking him and Golovkin next. That's a fight that I do not turn down. I like Golovkin. He's a friend of mine. So what, they want the fight next? I'm sure I heard he was having a tune-up fight. Or he might not have a tune-up fight. He might just get straight in with Golovkin. Like, what's he got to lose at the end of the day? But yeah, he says he's a very good worker. He's a hard fighter for anybody. He's a very, very big puncher. But I think he's beatable. And I think he was exposed a little bit in his last fight. We're ready for that. It's the last super fight out there in the weight division, and that's who we want to fight in our last fight. We want to make history. So yeah, like I just said, they're looking to get straight in with Gennady Golovkin. I thought he was having a tune-up fight first. But like I just said, he's got nothing really to lose. He's got a Hall of Fame career in the bag, so why not just go for broke and have one big massive payday against Gennady Golovkin? But the thing about the fight though is, if you don't have a tune-up, he's been out the ring for 18 months, Miguel Cotto. So is he going to be rusty? Because in the Canelo fight, he didn't look fantastic. So add another 18 months of not fighting on top of that, how are you going to look against somebody like Gennady Golovkin, who's a different fighter to Canelo, who puts more pressure on you and stuff like that? But this is what I'm thinking here. I think that Canelo's going to fight David Lemieux in September, because Golovkin fought David Lemieux. So they're going to see how Canelo gets on with Lemieux, see if they can do one better and stop David Lemieux earlier than what Gennady Golovkin did. And Golovkin's going in with Cotto, who we know fought Canelo in a fight where a lot of people thought the fight was close. I didn't think that fight was close at all. I thought Canelo won that fight by about 4 rounds. I don't understand why people had it a draw. Yeah, I get it wasn't as wide as the scorecards had it, I know that, but I thought Canelo won that fight by at least 4 rounds. So yeah, I'm thinking they're going to stick Golovkin in with Cotto to see how he gets on, see if he can do one better and try and stop Miguel Cotto. And then if both men pass them tests, then they can put them together, Canelo and Golovkin, and we can finally have the big super fight, like make the fight bigger. So I'm thinking that's what they could be doing here. But about the actual fight itself between Cotto and Golovkin, I think it could be a really good fight. Depends if Miguel Cotto can withstand Gennady Golovkin's punches, because Miguel Cotto has had 5 defeats in his career and he was stopped in 2 of them. First time by Antonio Margarito, and the second time he was stopped was against Manny Pacquiao. But in both of them fights, he took a lot of punishment before he was stopped. And it'd be interesting to see how much punishment he could take against somebody like Gennady Golovkin, who fights at a higher weight class, who is considered to punch harder than Margarito and Pacquiao. So yeah, that'd be interesting. There's one thing I've always liked about Miguel Cotto. He has a very good jab. Like, Miguel Cotto don't throw normal jabs. You don't throw like flicky little jabs. You throw straight, hard jabs. Like, they look like straight lefts. When he throws his left jab, it looks like a straight left. And it's crazy. And he busts guys up with it. Like, you see Miguel Cotto bashing guys' noses, eyes with that jab, and just all bloodied up, cut up. And he's a very good fighter in the pocket as well, Miguel Cotto, because he can fight at different angles in the pocket. and he's also got decent footwork as well, Miguel Cotto. He's good at moving his feet to get the angles in the pocket. So, yeah, could that be something that could frustrate Gennady Golovkin? I think it'd be an easier fight on paper for Gennady Golovkin than Danny Jacobs, because I think Gennady Golovkin would think Danny Jacobs was a bigger puncher, and you won't see Miguel Cotto as big as a puncher than Danny Jacobs, because let's face it, Miguel Cotto is not a match for middleweight at all. I know he's won the middleweight title, but they were at catch weights. Miguel Cotto is not a middleweight. I think Miguel Cotto is a light middleweight with 3 pounds on top. That's all he is. And it'd be interesting to see how both men's styles would gel together, because you got Golovkin, puts a lot of pressure on his guys, cuts the ring off, fantastic balance when he throws the shots, accurate shots. But Gennady Golovkin in his last fight against Danny Jacobs didn't look very well at all, but people underrated Danny Jacobs in that fight, because Danny Jacobs did a lot of things. He took away Golovkin's power shot, like he neutralised it, and people weren't giving him the credit for that. It was just like, oh, Golovkin's had a bad performance, oh, Golovkin's finished, but no, I think he was in there with a very high level boxer, and it showed. So people can't write Danny Jacobs off because of that fight. So yeah, Freddie Roach says that both camps are talking and the fight could be made by late 2017. I'd rather see the Canelo fight, obviously. I think we all would, but if Miguel Cotto and Golovkin's made, I'm not going to be upset, because I think it could be a fun fight. Like I said, it depends what version of Miguel Cotto turns up. So yeah, I'm going to stop waffling on now anyway. Comment below in the comment section. It's JM at Speakboxing.